who we are through clothing. It is fundamentally a part of what we wish to communicate about ourselves.
We used to have a system, a fashion system. That has absolutely nothing to do with the fashion industry today. It has been reinvented.
It's based on materialism. The problem is that comes at a really high price.
Garment factory collapsed, killing more than 1,000.
Clashes between clothes factory workers and riot police in Cambodia.
Last November, 112 people were killed in another major factory fire. 30,000 Chinese workers have been on strike.
Garment workers in Bangladesh paying the price for cheap clothing.
Well, the promise of globalization was that it was going to be a win-win, that consumers in the rich world would get cheaper goods and people in the poorer parts of the world would get jobs, and that those jobs would give them an opportunity to work their way out of poverty.
This enormous, rapacious industry that is generating so much profit, why is it that it is unable to support millions of its workers properly?
The actual business model is completely unsustainable. Unless you change that model, you can't change anything.
When everything is concentrated on making profits, what you see is that human rights, the environment, workers' rights get lost.
My God, we can do better than this.
H&M とか、GU とか、そういうところがいいですね。
ファッションってご存知ですか？ファストファッションが引き起こしている問題って知ってますか？
多分聞いたことはあります。
説明軽くできますか？
発展途上国とかの人件費が安いところに作る生産をお願いしてるから、そこの企業工場とかがブラックでめっちゃ賃金が安かったりっていうのは知ってます。
今着ているお洋服の生産国
はい、生産国は中国です。
その問題についてどう思いますか？
目に見えない、自分たちが直接目に見えないから自分たちは安いものを、安くて可愛いものを求めて買っちゃうけど、本当はそういうのももっと考えて購入するべきかなっては思います。
あなたなりの解決法？
なんか消費者が求めるから、こうなって工場とかもどんどん増えて作るようになると思う。強い意志持ってどこで作られたものって分かるものをちゃんと買うしかないかも。
難しい。
難しい。
イタ love you. Do you like to go shopping?
Yes.
Why?
Why? I like fashion in general. I used to work at the clothing store, and now I work at the sneaker store. So fashion always has been something that I'm very passionate about to express myself.
Okay. So, do you know fast fashion?
I think so.
Can you explain?
Fast fashion basically is certain brands that makes a lot of clothes and sell them for really cheap, and also their cycle of the fashion is really fast as well. Quality usually is bad, but since it's cheaper, a lot of people buy clothes from the fast fashion store to keep up with the styles nowadays.
So, you know the problem of fast fashion?
I think so.
Okay. So, in what part of the world are you clothes making?
Clothes making?
Clothes making.
My clothes are made. I have to check. But the jeans are from Uniqlo. It's my mom's. My shoes are Air Force Ones. I don't know where it's made. Probably China. Vietnam. My hoodie, my sweatshirt, I actually thrifted this. So it's used. It's not a new thing. But the pins are from the fast fashion brand.
So do you think that the fast fashion industry presents problem for people?
Yes.
What do you think about the problem of fast fashion?
The problem with fast fashion, as you know that I used to study about that. So fast fashion is one of the easiest way to look stylish because it's usually always on trend. But the problem is that every fast fashion brands compete with each other. So the price gets cheaper and cheaper. So the people who are actually making the clothes will get paid less and less. So basically it's like a slavery labor. They will make one shirt for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 yens. So they will not be able to make their living out of that money. So they're never gonna be rich. But the people who are selling the clothes, they get more money for making cheaper clothes and selling it in a higher price. So the benefits will go to the person who's owning the company and stuff. So that's the problem. That makes the huge gap between poor and the rich, I think.
Okay. So, what do you think you do to solve the problem created by this industry?
It's not easy, and I am guilty for buying clothes from the fast fashion too, because it's just easy. Whenever I'm out of money, but I need something to wear for some, like a party or any going out situation. But to solve the problem, we actually have to stop buying clothes from the fast fashion and buy something that's more quality. from the company that ensures that they are making clothes, and they're showing the behind scene as well, so that the people who are actually making the clothes are getting paid enough too. And also thrifting, like go to the manga shop or Second Street, that's really trendy too. If you go to the thrift store, you don't really find the clothes that everybody else is wearing, so you will be like you will have your own style. So yeah, just stop buying the clothes from the fast fashion and stop supporting them.
Thank you so much.